When icy winds sweep across the fields of Pennsylvania and Ohio, most of us turn to thermostats, gas furnaces, or electric heaters. But in the heart of Amish country, homes are heated the same way they were a century ago, with no electricity, no gas lines, and no digital climate controls. And yet, they stay warm. To the Amish, heating isn't about convenience, it's about function, faith, and frugality. Their homes are warm not because of technology, but because of time-honored methods rooted in wood, fire, insulation, and ingenuity. They don't need a smart thermostat to survive winter. They have smart traditions. The Amish live deliberately, choosing not to connect to public power grids or rely on fossil fuels. So, how do they brave harsh Midwestern winters? The answer lies in hand-fed stoves, coal burners, gravity-fed systems, and carefully designed home architecture. In this series, we'll explore how Amish families keep their homes warm in sub-zero temperatures without flipping a switch or lighting a pilot. We'll look at how they build, how they burn, and how they pass down a lifestyle that is as warm in spirit as it is in temperature. Because for the Amish, heating the home isn't just about staying alive, it's about living simply, closer to the earth and further from dependence. Wood stoves, the heart of Amish winter life. Walk into an Amish home in January, and you'll likely find the entire family gathered around one central feature: the wood-burning stove. In many ways, it is the heart of the home, providing not just heat, but cooking, drying, and even family connection during the coldest months. Most Amish families rely on cast-iron wood stoves, which are placed in central areas like the kitchen or living room. These aren't just heating devices, they're multi-purpose. Some models come with flat tops for cooking, warming shelves, or even built-in ovens. In winter, a pot of stew often simmers atop the stove, while wet gloves and boots dry nearby. The stove is fed manually throughout the day and night with carefully cut and seasoned firewood, often from trees felled on their own land. Amish men spend much of late summer and fall chopping, stacking, and curing wood to prepare for winter. It's a family affair. Children help stack while elders supervise. Wood is chosen carefully. Hardwoods like oak, hickory, or maple are favored for their long, hot burns. Ash is popular too, as it can be burned even when freshly cut. A well-stocked woodshed is a sign of readiness and pride. On especially cold nights, extra quilts, thick curtains, and heated water bottles are used to keep warm where the stove's heat doesn't fully reach. And yes, the stove requires attention. It must be fed in the early morning, monitored throughout the day, and often stoked before bed. But to the Amish, this rhythm is not a burden. It's part of life. A fire that keeps burning is a quiet source of gratitude, effort, and skill. In a world where most homes depend on wires, vents, and paid utility bills, the Amish remind us that warmth can still come from a simple fire and a bit of hard work. Coal burners, the Amish alternative to wood. While wood is the most common heating method in Amish homes, many communities also make use of coal-burning stoves, a powerful and efficient alternative that offers longer, steadier heat with less frequent tending. Coal stoves are often used in homes that have limited access to hardwood or in places where coal is more affordable and accessible. These stoves are usually made of thick steel or cast iron, similar in appearance to wood stoves, but designed to burn anthracite coal, which burns hotter and cleaner than bituminous coal. One of the main advantages of coal is that it burns much longer than wood. A well-packed coal stove can radiate heat for up to 12 hours without needing to be refueled. For large Amish families, this makes it easier to maintain a consistent warmth overnight, especially during freezing winter months. Coal is typically delivered in bulk and stored in barns or small coal bins where it's shoveled by hand as needed. It may be dirty by modern standards, but it's dependable. And for the Amish, That's what matters. The design of the Amish home, built to hold the heat. Keeping a house warm without electricity or central heating isn't just about the fuel, it's also about how the home itself is built. Amish homes are carefully designed and constructed to maximize insulation and airflow, making them far more energy efficient than they may appear at first glance. Most Amish houses are modest in size, built with practicality in mind. Smaller rooms retain heat better, and their two-story layouts help trap rising warmth. The wood frame construction is sturdy and tight-fitting, with thick walls often filled with natural insulation like sawdust, straw, or wool batting in some older homes. Newer Amish builders sometimes use modern insulation materials, but always without relying on electrical tools to install them. Windows are double-paned and often covered in the winter with quilted drapes or plastic film to stop drafts. Doors are heavy and well sealed, with thick wooden thresholds that keep cold air from creeping in. The main source of heat, usually a central wood or coal stove, is placed strategically in the heart of the home. Floors are often made of hardwood or plank boards that retain heat, and families lay down thick woven rugs or braided mats during the cold months to keep warmth in. Bedrooms farther away may be chilly, but warm quilts, heated soapstone blocks, and flannel sheets make them comfortable without modern heating. Ultimately, Amish home design is about function over flash. Every board, window, and curtain has a purpose, and that purpose is simple: keep the cold out and the warmth where it belongs. Soapstones, kettles, and quilts. Staying warm the Amish way. Without electric heaters or thermostats, the Amish have developed countless creative, low-tech ways to stay warm, especially during the harshest nights of winter. These methods are simple, resourceful, and surprisingly effective. One of the most beloved traditions is the use of soapstones. These heavy, smooth stones are heated on top of a wood or coal stove during the day, absorbing radiant heat over several hours. At bedtime, the stones are wrapped in cloth and slipped under quilts or into the foot of the bed. Soapstones can stay warm for hours, offering gentle, localized heat without a single wire or spark. In colder areas of the house, like upstairs bedrooms or unheated mudrooms, Amish families may also use cast-iron kettles or pots filled with hot water and placed beneath beds or near seating areas. Bedding plays a major role, too. Most Amish homes are equipped with handmade quilts, many of them double-layered or filled with thick batting. These quilts are sewn by the women of the community and passed down for generations. They're not just practical, they're heirlooms, woven with skill and love. Clothing helps as well. Indoors, the Amish continue to dress in layers, wearing long-sleeved garments, thick socks, and warm caps even at home. Children are bundled up in sweaters or hoods, and babies are swaddled tightly in woolen wraps. For living spaces that aren't heated overnight, heavy curtains and thick rugs help trap whatever heat remains. And in some homes, room sharing becomes the norm in winter, not just for practicality, but for shared body warmth and companionship. These techniques might sound old-fashioned, but they work. Amish families have endured generations of cold winters using nothing more than stone, water, cloth, and fire. No apps, no outlets, just time-tested tools and ancestral knowledge, gravity-fed systems and radiant heat. While most Amish homes rely on wood and coal stoves, some communities, especially more progressive ones, employ ingenious non-electric heating systems that use gravity and radiant heat to warm entire homes efficiently, still without relying on gas or electricity. One such method is the gravity-fed hot water heating system. This setup involves a large boiler stove, often located in the basement, that heats water using either wood or coal. As the water heats, it rises naturally through a series of cast-iron pipes and radiators spread throughout the house. Cooler water flows back down to the boiler, creating a closed loop of consistent, even warmth. Because the system depends solely on thermal circulation, not electric pumps or thermostats, it's completely off-grid and perfectly suited for Amish homes. Radiators placed in bedrooms, living areas, and even bathrooms provide quiet, reliable heat day and night. The system is low maintenance, durable, and built to last for generations. Community and cooperation, sharing heat, sharing life. For the Amish, warmth doesn't just come from firewood and coal, it comes from community. Unlike modern society, where homes are isolated and neighbors often live like strangers, Amish life is built on cooperation and mutual support, especially in winter. When an Amish family is sick, elderly, or unable to keep up with firewood, neighbors show up. Young men split wood, teenage boys load coal, and women deliver hot meals. No one needs to ask. Help simply arrives. In the Amish world, survival is never a solo act. During long winters, it's common for extended families to share heated spaces. If one stove is burning, everyone gathers near it. Grandparents may move into a daughter's home during cold months. Children sleep in closer quarters. Privacy takes a back seat to practicality and to togetherness. Church meetings and Sunday gatherings become sources of both spiritual and physical warmth. Dozens of families cram into one home for worship and a shared meal, and everyone brings a dish or contributes firewood. These gatherings fill the home with body heat, food, and fellowship that can linger long after the final hymn. Even community buildings, like schoolhouses and meeting halls, are heated with shared stoves. Students take turns bringing firewood. Teachers arrive early to light the fire. It's a rhythm everyone understands, and it teaches children from a young age that warmth is earned and shared. In the modern world, heating the home is a bill, a transaction, a dial on the wall. In Amish life, it's a relationship with the earth, with each other, and with God.